Good morning, students and faculty of Lynbrook University. As you know, each week you are required to watch an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. This week's episode is Season 4, Episode 15, Robert's Rodeo, in which Robert gets gored in the rear by a bull and has to stay with Marie and Frank for a while. We recommend watching the show as soon as possible to prepare for what you are about to hear. And celebrating our annual Christmas celebration, the boys basketball team will be dunking children through hoops starting at 4:30. Come on by to get your seats.
Okay, be right there, leaving now. And this is to, wrong mic. Move that. That was mic H. There's mic I. There, Michael B. Jordan. Okay, send. Oh, hello?
Hey, Adam, can you let me in? I forgot my keys.
Oh, sure, here you go.
Thanks, man. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm on my way out. You just got here though. I mean, I'm going out.
Yeah, it's the bi-monthly Renaissance Fair. You said you'd go with me 2 bi-monthlies ago.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. And I was so excited for it, but unfortunately, I've got to go to the to work. I have to go to work at, I got that job at the hospital.
What hospital?
Queens Hospital Center.
Oh, yeah, that is a real place.
I got that job changing the seepage pads. They need me to come in. And thank you for asking. They need me to come in because some fucking dumbass janitor spilled coffee all over the seepage pads. And, of course, the pads seeped them right up. So I got to go to the hospital, gotta go get the new seepage pads. It's a whole thing. So that's why I can't go. It's going to be hours of swapping out seepage pads. So,
okay. I mean, you're going to miss, it's going to be a great time. There's mutton, there's
I know.
There's dancing, there's a sword swallower, but instead of the mouth, they do it the other way.
I know. I was really looking forward to that, and I totally remembered that. But I just gotta go. They're gonna fire me if I don't go. I gotta go. So
okay. I guess I could just go
We'll do
alone.
it next by month. I promise.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It comes by all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need to use my phone?
Why?
I don't know. It just felt right to ask.
No, I mean, I'll just, I haven't talked to Mike yet, but he's, 2 bi-months ago, we plan to all go, so I'll just hang out with him there. I'll just go find him there.
I think Mike's dead. I think Mike died again, so I wouldn't try to get in touch with him.
Again?
Definitely not at Cold Stone Creamery. I definitely wouldn't look for him there, where he's not one half of a team that's going to try to do the ice cream trough challenge, where you eat an entire trough of all the different ice creams, the leftovers. Definitely don't look for him. He's not going to be doing that, and definitely not with me. So do not worry. He's dead, and it's fine. Okay, I really have to go.
Do you still have God's number?
Adam's phone pings. The little thing is like, love it of Oreo overload, question mark.
No. Okay, I really gotta go.
Who was that?
Nothing.
Okay.
It was the IRS.
Again?
Yeah, they thanked me for paying too much taxes. They're so thirsty.
Peanut butter perfection?
No. It's them again. They asked for nudes. It's a whole thing with them.
I mean, you are very tasteful in that regard, yes.
Nudes?
Okay. I really have to go.
Okay, that's fine. I will. I'll tell you all about it later.
Okay. Yeah. No. Have fun. Yeah. Have fun. I mean, goodbye.
I'll try.
I gotta
Not too much. Oh, okay. You're already leaving. Okay. Bye. I live here. Can I come in?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I didn't. I
Thanks.
thought you would
Yeah,
step through. I'm not really
No.
looking at you. I'm texting with the IRS
No,
agent.
you were the
I'm
one who was
distracted.
going to work. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Oh,
okay.
Don't you need your scrubs? You left them on the couch.
I don't want no scrubs.
Okay, don't you need your cleaning brush? You left it on the couch.
That I do need, actually. I'm going to grab that, and I'm definitely not going to hide this in the closet.
Don't you need your giant spoon labeled ice cream monster?
No, why would I need that? That's
okay, good. That's I'm bringing that to the Renaissance Fair then, if you don't need it for the next 3 hours, which why would you?
Have fun going to that by yourself, and I'm definitely not going to be stopping at the spoon store on my way to work.
Why would you?
Goodbye.
Okay.
You said okay to nudes, but like you didn't send a picture. What the hell's going on?
Hold on, Alex. I got to unzip really quick. And we cut to Alex at the Renaissance Fair.
Well, it would be more fun with my friends here to humiliate, but it's still nice to be alone here at the Renaissance Fair.
Hark, you there.
Who?
You
me?
Right there. Yes, with the big spoon.
That's me. Spoon. I have a spoon.
Hark! Man walks up with a gigantic fork.
Oh, shit.
You spoon of the realm. This is the Fork Kingdom.
We've been looking for you. The jousting show is about to start.
I feel like fork versus spoon isn't a great idea here.
I will skewer you where you stand.
Dude,
what?
None of this is not talking to you. I'm talking to the new guy. None of this is real. You're not going to actually get hurt. Don't worry. He's just going to like slap you around with it. The thing is not even like that's wood, right?
I do not slap, I stab.
Yeah, he's method, so he's not going to talk to you on this level, but you and I, what's your name?
Alex.
Okay, but let's come up with something a little more like character-y though.
Yes,
it's the
lame.
Renaissance Fair. Like,
right.
What about
Lame.
Alexander the whatever you feel describes you.
I like
Alexander
Spoony.
Alexander the Spoony.
All right, fine. That's fine with me. I mean,
I get spooned all the time by my friend Mike.
and you signed the waiver, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Of course
great.
I signed the waiver.
So, Hark, ladies and lords, the
Hark,
jousting
Tuah.
show. Hark, Tuah.
Isn't that what they say? That's my line, right? You say Hawk and then
That's really good, Alex. That's really good. You have a bright future here.
Thanks.
Hark, hark, the jousting between Alexander the Spoony and the Mother Forker will be taking place at 2 p.m. It's 1:55 now, so we are seating at the jousting stadium. At the jousting stadium, please form a single file line and have your fast pass, people in the fast pass lane, you're going to want to have your fast pass band visible, or you will not be admitted and you'll have to go back to the general admission line.
You will want to fast pass to this thing where I'm sorry, the Hark Tuah really drew me off there for a bit. That was really quiet. That was really quite quality.
Hey, Dale, can you screen print a couple of t-shirts real quick for the merch stand? Hark Tuah.
Already on it.
Okay, thank you. These walkie-talkies are great. All right. To the joust.
Yeah, so I see I have one of the little tricycle, and he has an actual motorcycle.
Yeah, the joust is it's Renaissance, but it's also kind of Evel Knievel, kind of Monster Truck Jam, kind of extreme. And that's why the school buses are in between you guys, and you're going to take the ramp. You're going to take the ramp and then just, thrust and, try to knock him off his motorcycle.
I am the champion, so the Mother Forker gets a Harkley Davidson.
A Harkley Davidson, not his
Davidson.
Dale, how are the Harkley Davidson shirts selling? Are they doing as well?
They'll go.
Hark Tuah, has that already sold out? I got the notification. That already sold out.
The Hark
Yes, I
Tuahs.
fight them off with that stick. They want the Hark Tuahs.
Okay, and is anyone settling for Harkley Davidson, or are they mostly still using them as napkins?
We've been using them to as
seepage.
Yeah.
Hark Tuah's current, but the Davidsons got staying power. Just you wait, you'll see.
In the sense that they're made out of a non-biodegradable material. Yeah, those.
Of course.
When I saw that thing, did you guys see that? Did you guys see that thing on PBS about how when the Earth dies from global warming, the only thing that'll still exist are these, Gildan beefy tees that we printed all the Harkley Davidsons on?
I told you it was a good idea.
Can you, when you're on the walkie-talkie, you don't have to do the voice. I know
Yes, I do.
your method.
I meant it. If
I know you're
drop the
always
character,
talking
he'll
about
die.
Christian Bale and how you want to be like him. You're
He
not going to be
knows.
Batman.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
While you guys were on your walkie-talkie, that Alex guy tripped on a rock and bashed his head in.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I need to... Hold on.
Yeah, that looks like we're going to want the actual ambulance.
Dale.
We're going to want the actual ambulance to come down, not the pretend horse-drawn one, and bring a couple of Harkley Davidsons because there's a lot of blood and we are going to need to see. Sorry, I threw up into the trough. Do we still have to eat it?
Yeah, nobody was looking, and technically, if you vomit, you lose. So I need you to actually scoop that up.
Yeah, dog rules. Dog rules.
Dog rules.
Come on, man.
It's got to go down and stay down.
Dude, you're fucking.
Okay, all right. I know how important this is to you.
You're embarrassing me.
I know. You're trying to impress the girl behind the counter. I know.
Dude, I gotta listen. That girl only goes out with people that can finish a good gotta have it. I have never finished a gotta have it, okay? I've only gotten to love it, and that's it. I can't finish the trifecta.
Mike,
okay?
we all know that you've never gotten to love it. Have sex.
He's also never finished.
Maybe but you're a judge.
Believe
You're
me.
supposed to be impartial.
Believe me, I've seen his wallpaper. He's definitely finished. Mike, you should take the black light out of your room, by the way.
You're not supposed to turn it on. That's for me.
What? To
That's for me.
Check your work?
Yeah, I need to know if I've covered, Oh, that's another one out. That guy's out. We did it.
Okay, so it's just you and me at the trough.
Yeah.
We've got the ice cream mixture.
Adam,
the runoff.
Adam, I'm here too. I can see this all. I don't know what you're telling me about.
I'm psyching myself up to eat my own vomit from the ice cream trough.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it?
Don't worry about it. Just don't think
Worry about it a little.
All right.
Shut up. Who are you?
I'm Jackson.
He's wearing the referee shirt. I assumed he was running it. Do you just work at Foot Locker, or you're running?
I'm actually
right?
I'm not affiliated with this, but they saw my shirt and just put me here next to you guys to judge. So I guess I'm in charge now.
Okay. Do I have to eat my vomit?
Yes.
All right. And
right
Mike,
now.
You seemed pretty sure that this was a love at first sight situation with the young woman behind the counter, and you said, you turned to me and said, one of those classic moments, you turned to me and said, I'm gonna marry that girl.
I don't know what's so funny about that.
Was that well?
That's my feelings.
Just because that's happened on a daily basis pretty much every time we walk past a woman for the past couple of years. So are you sure about this one?
Yes.
Because you've been wrong thus far. Except for you were married back in the 80s, right?
I was married a lot back in the 80s, actually. Yeah, it was. I had my most recent. That's right. I've been married multiple times, but I'm still a virgin. I've been married 4 times, to be clear.
Okay.
And yeah, but listen, I know what love doesn't feel like, and this is different. So this has got to be real love.
Okay.
Seems like your life sucks.
Hey, shut up, Jackson. And why don't you go get me your manager's number? That'd be pretty good.
I don't work here.
Hey, Mike, why don't I just... This is kind of an individual thing, right? Like, if I drop out and you finish, you'll still win, right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay, so I'm not going to eat my vomit. I'm going to go walk up to the counter. I'm dropping out, everyone. Jackson, please process that
sucker.
stamp whatever form you need to.
I mean,
I'm
you're
gonna
already disqualified because you didn't eat your vomit.
That wasn't in the rules, and the rules were short, so there might be some bylaws somewhere I don't know about, but that wasn't advertised as a feature. Anyway, I'm out. I'm going to go talk to her at the counter and kind of gauge the vibe, wingman a little bit for you.
That's fucking sucker. Are you kidding me? I'm still on the Oreo. I just finished the Oreo overload. I'm going into the birthday cake remix.
Okay,
right?
you seem to be missing that I'm trying to help you.
No, you don't understand. Talking to women doesn't win them. What wins them is winning weird challenges dealing with them eating as much ice cream from a pig trough as possible.
Well, as a virgin, I can see you're clearly the expert on the subject.
I know
Nice
this.
one,
I
Jackson.
know this.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay, wait. Hold
Regardless, I'm gonna go talk to her.
Jackson, eat Adam's vomit.
Excuse me, Marie, is it?
Of course it's me. How can I help you?
This must be a pretty like crazy day for you, right? All these guys on the floor eating the ice cream runoff out of the trough. Pretty crazy, huh?
Well, that's how I like my men. I like to watch them eat the ice cream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about that guy right there, number 7?
He looks like a virgin.
Well, what if I told you he is?
Wow. He's definitely not an ice cream virgin. He's eating a lot of ice cream.
Yeah, look at how he eats the ice cream. Yeah, a lot of tongue action there, huh? Anyway.
You see, Jackson, the trick is to do the alphabet.
I'm not asking.
Anyway, he's single. I mean, would you be interested in a guy like that?
Well, I do like men that are so preoccupied to eat ice cream that they don't even have time to come talk to me.
Yeah, well, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
He told me that he's just doing this to impress you.
I think that's sweet, I guess.
Haha, 'cause ice cream.
Yeah. But,
what would you say that to, after all this is over, maybe you and Mike go out on a date? I know the manager at Del Domino's. I can get you a table.
Del Domino.
Yeah.
I suppose I could try. Why not?
Hell yeah.
Adam.
Yeah. What's up, Mike?
I'm rounding the trough off of the birthday cake remix. I'm going into the dirt one.
Oh my God, he's such a virgin. I am so into him.
Mike, this is Marie.
What was that, man?
This is Marie.
Hey, Marie. Hey, how's it going, babe?
Nice spoon. I don't suppose you wrestle with anything bigger.
I sometimes use bigger spoons.
How big we talking?
Sometimes they're like tablespoon size.
I'm gonna leave.
Mike and Marie start making out in the trough.
Whoa, hold on, my phone's buzzing. What? Hello? Oh my God, Queens Hospital Center? Yes? Oh my God. Mike? Mike?
Mm.
Mike?
Not now.
Alex is in the hospital.
Oh, good for him.
No, not. I know he's majoring in pre-med now, but he's not a doctor. He's a patient. We cut to the hospital. Hey, Alex. How you doing, buddy?
That was great practice, sir, but like I said, he's in the other room.
Okay, but did it seem believable, like that I am concerned and I don't know the nature of his injury, so I'm trying to find a balance between like, weeping and just being flippant.
I mean, I felt pretty comfortable.
Okay. And what are you in for? Does it have something to do with the cast on your penis?
Yeah, I met this girl, Marie. It did not end well, let me tell you.
Oh, man. Well, that's funny. I better go back out to the waiting room with my friend Mike. And actually, he's here with a girl named Marie. It's really coming back into style, isn't it? Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Apparently, that was the wrong room. So I think it's this one, yes.
Okay. Just wait, babe. We'll find him.
She can come in. I don't care. I truly don't care.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey, Alex. Oh, my God. Look at that bandage on your head. Are you all right? What happened?
No, Adam, I am not all right. I made a fool of myself in front of two men who I just met. They weren't even you guys.
No, it wasn't. But if it makes you feel any better, I got you some berry blue ice cream.
I wouldn't eat that. It's from the trough. I mean, we didn't go to the nothing.
Well,
Eat it.
Sure. I like that like weird metallic vomity aftertaste that Cold Stone usually has.
It's a special.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, no, I see. I made the mistake of bringing the giant spoon. If I didn't bring the giant spoon, I wouldn't have been mistaken for a worker, and then talked into doing the utensil jousting with the guy with the big fork. And well, obviously how that ended.
Oh yeah, I do remember when you were talking about the fork and spoon jousting at the Renaissance Fair. Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, did you get stabbed by a giant fork?
No, I would have kicked his ass, but I tripped on a rock on the way out to the field.
Oh, isn't that always the way?
That's what happens. That's what.
So
happens.
Are you kidding me? I would have fucking annihilated him.
So you busted your skull, huh?
Yeah.
And that probably would have happened if I had been there anyway, right?
Well, no, if you were there, I would have gone onto the 2-person ride, where it's like a mechanical bowl, but you only can ride it if you're 2 people, and like you face each other and you gotta hold on to each other for support. It's meant for couples.
Yeah.
But I thought it'd be fun if we did it.
Tandem mechanical bull.
Yeah. Metandimal bowl.
Metandimal bull.
That's hot.
Babe, we should do that.
Later.
Alex, this is Marie from the. I didn't catch your.
Oh, from Cold Stone. Yeah, no, we had a thing a few months ago.
You had a what?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, Alex.
I'm just looking at her name tag, Marie E. Not to be confused with any other.
Yeah,
Maries.
Mike, remember that like weekend where my dick was broken?
Yeah, what about it?
Meet the dick breaker.
Marie, Marie, I thought you were just into spoons. I didn't. What'd you do to?
Oh, he's so innocent, He's never.
I don't bash with the spoon. I don't scoop with the spoons. I bash with the spoons.
Oh no. Okay.
Marie takes Mike's hand and starts dragging him away.
No, babe. No, we don't have to.
Young love. Mike
that makes
told
me feel a little better.
Mike told me that it was love at first sight. When there they go out the door.
I'm not ready.
You're never ready, Mike, but you got to take that step.
Got to do it sometime.
Yeah, of course he does.
Well, you're sure that this is my fault?
Who's saying it's your fault? You had to go to work.
Yeah, you're right. I had to go work here.
I'm not blaming you. I'm amazed you managed to not only visit me, even when you're so busy, but you also took the time to change out of your work clothes to appear more approachable.
Yes. Well, my shift is over now. I've changed all the, what did I say? Changed all the seepage pads.
Oh,
so great. I changed back into my civilian clothes. And I wasn't lying
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I know, because you're my friend. And
I'm your friend, and if I'm feeling bad about this, it's just sympathy, and I don't feel any personal responsibility for
And I'm saying you shouldn't
what
feel
happened
personally
to
responsible.
you, and
This is just
mm,
like, we just had to, you were busy, and because you were busy, I just, different events happened, but it's not like it was your fault that you were busy. You had work. If anything, I blame your boss. I'm just kidding. I'm sure your boss is a fine person.
Oh yeah, no, my boss is a real hard ass, let me tell you. That motherfucking guy who runs the hospital, a nurse comes in. That guy who runs the hospital is such a dick to those of us who are employed by him.
I don't know. He gave us a Christmas bonus last year. It was like a few $100,000 a piece. It was actually quite generous. I like him.
Oh, yeah. Well, besides that, and I don't think we've had a chance to meet yet. I've met everyone on the 7th floor, but not this one, certainly. What's your name?
I'm Angie. I'm based on the 7th floor.
Oh, I must have just missed you. I'm Adam. I am in charge of the seepage pads, which, as you know, is a real job here.
Yeah, no, that was my rotation last week.
Yes, so you know, and you know how hard our boss is on seepage pad changers.
Actually, I really wish he was a bit stricter. They just kind of let anything go there. There's so much that last week, I'll tell you what, listen, hey, I hope you're feeling good. I gotta sit down for a second. My boss last week just kind of
sits down on the bed on top of Alex's legs. And she sort of sinks down in between his legs.
Yeah, I don't get it. He brought in just pool towels and he said, yeah, that's good enough. I really wish he wouldn't. I wish that seems deeply unhygienic.
I need a clean seepage pad for my brain hole.
Oh, we can get you one of those.
Great.
You know where they are, right?
Adam just cleaned them all, so he can go get me one.
Well,
remember, we want one of the brain variety, okay? We can't have the gut ones.
Yes, I'd ask Mike to do it, but he's busy with the dick breaker.
A yelp of pain comes down the corridor.
And they're I know where they are on the 7th floor, obviously, but they're in a clearly marked and labeled place on this floor as well, and not locked, right?
Luckily, this is a pretty small hospital, so it won't take you long.
Yeah, there are 7 floors to this hospital.
All right, look,
Alex, am I confusing?
I need to talk to you for a second. Look.
Sure. Hey.
Angie.
Yeah.
Come with me. Let's walk and talk.
Oh, okay.
Let's do a Sorkin.
Yeah, he didn't need much help anyway.
Has Sorkin ever done a medical? Or is it all politics and news with him?
He did sports that one time. That was it.
That's true. And sketch comedy.
He did sketch comedy. He did the one about the Facebook.
The Facebook?
Yeah. Yeah, the one with Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, he did that? I don't know if that's true. He did. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. But he's never done a hospital. Let's do our own little fun, Sorkin-esque walk and talk through the hospital.
That's fun.
We walk through the halls of the hospital very quickly. Listen, I don't actually work here. I don't know if you could tell.
What?
I don't know if you could tell, but I don't work here.
Nope.
My friend Alex.
You look like someone that does.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's very kind of you to say.
No, it's uncanny. Yeah.
Who?
Matta.
Who's that?
He's my boss.
The guy who runs the hospital?
Yeah, he looks like you.
And what is that position called?
The director of the hospital.
Ah. Are you telling me that I have a twin?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, you got to take me to this guy right now. Forget what I was about to confess about not working here, my friend being me feeling guilt about my friend. I'm over that. I don't care about that anymore.
Oh, I mean, we could talk about that.
No, it was my fault. It was definitely I set in motion the
change.
change. Oh, really? That's good for congratulations. Yeah. But no.
I got that first.
You were a therapist and then you became a nurse?
Yeah.
Wow. You just couldn't get enough of helping people, could you?
I love it.
You're a saint.
You know what it was?
Saint Angie.
You know what? Therapists don't work on the weekends. So I had to find something.
You needed a weekend job?
Yeah.
So you're a nurse on the weekend and a therapist during the week. What do you do at night? You sing? You strike me as a jazz singer.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
No, I put out fires.
Really?
Yeah.
But you sing.
Yeah, I sing.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen your album.
Yeah. You know it. Yeah.
What's it called again?
Angie the Nurse. Self-titled.
Eponymous.
Yeah.
Listen, I set in motion the chain of events that caused my friend to break open his brain hole, but I'm over it. I want to meet my long-lost twin.
Okay.
Take me to him. But let's be sneaky about it. Let's slow down our walk and talk and get into more of a Scooby-Doo creeping with the arms up and the big steps, you know. Yeah, like that. Perfect.
Yeah, I've done this once or twice.
Angie, have you ever done mocap? You know, with the ping pong balls on your head?
Oh, all the time. I was one of the models for Avatar.
I thought you looked familiar.
Yeah, I look like the blue people. Yeah.
The Na'vi.
Yeah.
Have you met Andy Serkis?
Who?
Andy Serkis.
Who is Andy? Is he the guy that did The Social Network?
All right. We sneak up to the 7th floor of the hospital, which is completely unlike what I had given the impression that it was. It's executive suites.
Yeah, you see as we get off the elevator, there's a foosball table to the left. There's beanbag chairs all around.
Nap pods.
Google modeled their break room off of the 7th floor of the Queen's Hospital.
Yes. Ding. Oh my God! Look at all these fun young
he's right
people.
Back here. Yeah,
okay.
it's great. He's right back here.
Back here in this completely glass-walled office. Is that him?
Yep, that's him. We see it's Adam. It's a guy that looks exactly like Adam. So once again, beard, mustache, no glasses. This does not have glasses, but he is wearing a funky hat. He's wearing flannel. He looks like he's too small to be a lumberjack, but clearly inspired to have that aesthetic. You can see
I could be a lumberjack.
There's no way you could be a lumberjack.
I could run like the admin in the office or something.
Adam,
like,
that's not a lumberjack. That's not a lumberjack.
It's all part of the industry. Go on.
He's got a Starbucks cup on his desk, and you can see that the specificities on the Starbucks cup are so long that the sticker goes off the cup and reaches down to the floor. And you see him just typing away on his standing desk as he's walking to get some exercise in.
On a little treadmill under the desk.
On a little standing desk. Yeah, treadmill desk. I'm sorry.
Understood.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he looks exactly like me.
Yeah, just you wait. She opens the door.
Oh no, I'm not ready.
Director Matta?
Yes, that's me.
Hey, Director Matta, we have someone that I'd like you to meet. He's been working on the 7th floor for about sorry. He lied about that. He lied about working on the 7th floor for a few weeks because he wants to, lie to his friend because he was a dick and got him hurt.
Lying about working here, that's a fireable offense.
Yeah, I know, but I thought you wanted to be the one to do it. Anyway, Adam, if you would like to come in.
Hello. I step into the room and we do a little bit of a Marx Brothers mirror gag where I'm waving my hand and he's waving his hand the same way, and I'm looking around the corner of the door frame at him, and he's looking at it. It's one of those. Oh my God. We're twins.
Am I really that fat?
Excuse you. We're exactly the same weight. Look.
Yes, that's why I'm asking. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not fat. We're
thank God.
Average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Average. And like
below
sexy
average
mini
height.
lumberjack style.
Yeah, below average height, but average BMI. We're right in the middle. And you obviously, as a medical professional, know all about BMI.
TMI is what I call it.
I agree. I don't like to share that with people. We're really hitting it off. Almost
I agree.
like brothers.
Almost. Come, why don't you sit down while I lecture you about random things for an hour?
I'll leave you guys to it. Director Mata, do you want the NPR on or off as I leave?
You know there's no off switch.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd mess with you.
Do you have any feeling left?
I lost feeling a long time ago. I told you that. It's not going well for me.
Okay, let's start on the other kidney.
No, okay, hold on. Hey, Marie, look, this is just going really fast. And, I met you yesterday. I'm not excited about that. I'm not excited. I don't let people get too close to me. I just want to, not do this right now. I think that this is a little much at this present moment.
Okay, consent's important, and I respect that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I didn't think that you'd say no. I didn't expect you to be this cool about it.
Yeah, no, I get it. And
Okay.
she gets up and she walks out the door. Ayo, who wants their dick smashed? And 10 guys start running towards her.
Wait, I thought that. Okay, I mean, so
See, Mike.
wait, I thought we were starting a thing. I thought we were going places. Or
She
I
leaves
want my dick
the
smashed.
anteroom of the hospital that this is taking place in.
Already in the emergency room, so perfect.
Pull the curtain aside. Hey, I couldn't help over here.
Oh shit! This is occupied.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
I used to have a roommate, but he died this morning, so that's the bed that you
Oh,
and
God.
the missus were screwing around on. Don't worry, they changed the sheets. Actually, what time is it? They haven't changed the sheets yet. Oh well. You want some advice, son?
Who are you?
Man, if I knew that, I wouldn't be here. I have amnesia. I got hit on the head with a rock.
I don't know if you have a great. Yeah, sure. I don't know if you have a ton of advice to offer me, but yeah, okay.
If you turn away everyone who tries to smash your dick, you're never gonna know love.
How many people are
I
into
don't
dick
remember.
smashing? Okay, so again, I feel like I'm allowed to have a line that I don't want to cross on the first date.
Here's what I know. When I woke up in this hospital, I had two things: a wedding ring on my finger and a smashed dick in my pants. Now, I put two and two together. Can you?
We're losing him.
What? Wait, I don't.
I'll start the dick compressions.
He
1,
was just-
2,
no.
3, 4,
His dick is
5,
smashed. His dick is smashed.
Oh my God, you saved my life.
How?
Get the little dick stretcher. That little version of the stretcher that you put the dick on. Hurry.
Oh! I thought it was one that made. I was almost excited.
No, we call that the taffy puller.
That's a thing.
Oh, so that's the taffy puller. Good thing I don't have to use that.
Do you want to use it,
Mike.
Alex? Oh, sorry.
Nope.
I didn't know that you had visitors today. Hi, I'm Nurse Marie D. F. Marie F. We don't use last names
okay.
at the hospital.
Gotcha.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm just
Hi.
here to visit my friend. I saw he was in a bit of a condition, so I just decided to check him out.
He's doing great. He just had a sponge bath, and he should be good to leave the hospital before too long.
Oh, great!
The hole in his brain has almost completely healed, or at least
Hey,
it's seeped. We've seeped it.
well, hey, Alex is used to growing up with a few pieces of his brain missing, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
I didn't really get that.
It's
Alex,
funny
do you-
because he's dumb. He's dumb and he's missing parts of his brain.
I'm
It's
ready
pretty
to-
good.
I'm.
You are so funny, Mike.
You
Yeah,
are
I
on
know.
both sides of me right now.
Yeah. Hi.
Do you mind
yeah.
if I reach over you, Alex, just to... That bicep is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I did a curl once.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you here with anyone?
I guess my friend Adam, but yeah. Oh, sorry. Alex, you want to say something?
Mike, did you and Adam ditch me to go eat ice cream?
What are you talking about?
The walkie-talkies the three of us always have and never talk about. You guys it was on.
Okay, yeah. Marie, do you mind giving us a minute?
Sure. Hey, when you're done here, come up to the 7th floor and we'll have a drink at the bar.
I thought we were above the 7th floor.
See ya. Wink. She slinks out of the room.
Man, all the Maries in this hospital are really horny.
So,
but not for
Alex. Alex, I know you're upset.
I'm not that upset.
That I ditched you earlier. Kind of want to ditch you again to see that 7th floor, though. I think. I'm sorry. No, I'm being a bad friend.
Mike, you'd be a bad friend not to, because then you can hold it over me that I cock blocked you.
No, well, we cock blocked you.
Mike,
you wanted to spoon at the Renaissance Fair, and we weren't able to do it. I wasn't even aware that this was a thing, but Adam was really torn up about it, and so he was telling me all about it later, earlier, I should say. And I just look, your hopes and dreams matter too. It's not just me and my trough of ice cream. We should have supported you too.
Mike, let me talk. When it was your graduation day and I didn't show up, you remember where I was?
We flash back to Alex as a sperm in his father's testicles because Mike
I'm on my way.
Famously graduated from Sarah Lawrence in the 80s, so Alex wasn't born yet. We flash back.
Great. Thanks for ruining my story with your continuity.
Pick a different event.
Well, no, I graduated multiple times.
Remember when you graduated the 5th time?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, the degree and stuff.
And I didn't show up because I was getting laid.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. What about your birthday last year? And I threw you a surprise party, but forgot to invite you because the surprise party was at a strip club and I got distracted with all the strippers.
I remember that. I remember I was at Barnes & Noble waiting for my birthday party and nobody showed up.
Flashback
what about the
to
time?
That. Sorry. Sir, we're closing.
No, they're going to be here. They promised me that they'd be here so that we could read the first 5 chapters of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone together in the fantasy section.
Are you the guy who blew up the bathroom?
Of course I am. Who else is here?
Okay, yeah, you're
it's
banned.
Barnes & Noble.
You have to leave now and you're banned.
You don't make enough money to ban me. I'm your best customer.
I'm Barnes.
I'm so sorry.
You should be, because you're banned.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That wasn't very noble of him.
Ha, good one, Noble. We
Thanks.
cut back.
I'm noble.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a tough day.
And what about the time you broke your leg and then I stole your cast in the midst of the night to use as a sex toy with the cute waitress?
You what?
The point is, I feel like I would be a bad friend to stand in your way, considering all the times you've helped me out by not being around when I wanted to get laid. I'm not sad that you ditched me. I'm sad that you ditched me and didn't get laid. So go solve that.
I was with a very violent woman. I feel like that
doesn't count. That's not sex.
Getting your dick smashed
I've been there.
Isn't sex?
No.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't okay. I'm gonna go see what Marie F is doing. I appreciate that.
All right, good talk.
Mike leaves. And as Mike leaves, there is a blare of trumpets. Hello, it is I, the motherfucker, and I am here to challenge again. Because our previous challenge wasn't enough, and I felt bad that my challenge was
limited. Alex, he kind of insisted. He had he did so much backstory for his character. He insists that the motherforker wouldn't fail to avenge.
Would never back down from a challenge.
Never back down,
I don't even have the spoon anymore.
Oh, I brought a spoon.
Okay.
I got one from the storage. And here is a check for you. This is residuals from the Hark Tuah t-shirt. Great work.
Whoa. $17 million?
Yeah,
That's
really
like half
sold.
of my medical bills right there.
It really sold. But what do you say? You want to go up to... I hear they have a jousting pit on the 7th floor.
I do. I've been there before.
I wouldn't be Alex if I learned something. Let's do this.
Alex strips out all the IVs, all the everything, takes out the feeding tube, which all of this you really should not do in the hospital, but he does because he's seen movies and they walk up to the 7th floor.
Mike walks across the 7th floor to the bar. It's kind of a smoky, kind of high-end, fine dining type oak bar. There's a bartender with a vest and a bow tie behind the counter. Marie F. is sitting on one of the stools. Oh, Mike, over here.
Oh, hey, Marie.
So, how did it go with Alex?
Surprisingly great. He understood really well.
That's great. I knew you were an empathetic, understanding, emotionally intelligent guy. That's why, well, you didn't hear this, because I was standing outside the hospital room door, looking through the little window at you and your friend. I turned to one of the nurses and I said, see that guy right there? I'm gonna marry...
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna marry that guy.
Oh! Oh, wow. That's...
So what do you say, Mike? Marie F. gets down on one knee.
Oh, Jesus.
She takes out a massive diamond ring. Will you marry me?
I don't even know what F stands for.
Guess.
Forever?
If you want it to be.
They embrace. A blare of trumpets as the elevator doors open again. The motherfucker has challenged a member of this fair hospital to a duel.
That's me.
He shall be fucked.
So, Alex.
Yeah.
Now that we're here, you are kind of locked in. And by the way, I looked at the files and you did not sign the waiver. I'm going to need you to sign the waiver right now before and backdate it.
Why? Can I sue you if I don't sign it?
Yeah, you could sue the
All right.
Renaissance Faire.
Let's get rid of this. I'm doing it waiver free.
Oh, shit.
I'm passing my medical bills on to you. Come on, motherforker. Stab me. Give me a reason to sue. Aim for the ass.
Cletus.
Who's Cletus? I am the motherfucker.
Drop the character.
What? I'm not dropping the character. I'm a method.
Where have you been?
Method.
You are still supposed to be at work.
No, I'm at the hospital.
You need to come back here. You need to come back here.
I'm going to take a tiny plastic spoon and hit the motherforker on the head with it.
Oh, I have been thwarted. My fork has been spooned.
He's overacting again, isn't he?
A little bit.
Cletus starts to actually melt into a puddle of goo.
What?
No spoons of my enemy. And he dissolves.
The fuck just happened?
Now he's soup for spoon.
Brother, what happened?
He melted.
Yeah, but how?
He got hit with a spoon. Were you not paying attention?
I was. I just don't understand the mechanics.
God, you're not very smart, are you, brother?
Well, no, I'm pretty smart. I know a lot about, like, the corporate ownership structure of TV networks, but...
But you don't know that you melt if you get hit in the head with a spoon?
It's never
Jesus
happened to
fucking
me.
Christ. Yes, because you're still alive.
No, but I've been hit with the spoon before.
Sir, I work in a hospital, trust me. I understand.
You know what? I don't think this is going to work out.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Wow, I was bluffing. Shit. Mike, I'm going to need you to take me to Cold Stone after this. I got to drown my sorrows in the trough.
Marie, do you like Cold Stone?
Yeah, I love... Well, actually, to be honest, I prefer Baskin Robbins.
You take that back.
Why? Baskin Robbins is great.
No, it's not. It sucks. It's only got 31 flavors. Cold Stone has over 100.
Well, I mean, I'll go to Cold Stone. I don't have any, strong feelings about it. It's just my preference. This doesn't have to break us up, Mike.
I think it does. I think that's it. I think I'm a Cold Stone boy for life.
Okay. Can I have the ring back?
Nah.
Give me the fucking ring back.
Hey.
She pretty womans him with the ring box and closes it on his hand and then pulls it back to sort of like scoop the ring off of his hand.
Marie, what the fuck?
And I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna smash your dick. She knees him right in the dick. And the sound is of a bone breaking, which is not supposed to happen, but she storms off.
Marie, that now that I know you, I think that F stands for fuck you.
She's already gone.
Wow. Did you hear that snap? It means you had a boner.
For the last time, Mike. Hey, Alex, can you come over here to the bar?
I'm already sitting right next to you, Adam.
Oh, sorry.
Here are your glasses, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I took them off to look cool to my twin brother, but I can't see. Turns out he was wearing contacts anyway. Alex, I've learned something over the course of this day, which is it doesn't feel good to lie. In fact, it feels bad. No,
it doesn't.
Alex.
Feels really good to lie.
Stop. You don't have to put on this facade.
I'm just kidding. I was lying, and now I feel bad.
I know I hurt you by not going to the Renaissance Fair with you. To think that something I did almost ended with us losing you forever, well, I'm really sorry about that. Will you forgive me?
I'll forgive you, Adam, on one condition.
What?
You know how at the end of the podcasts, we leave our viewers with a little word of inspiration?
Yeah, I think so. That's been a really successful segment.
How about we go with mine this week? You can even tell me what to say.
Deal.
Sweet. Can't wait for you to follow through on that in 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So why don't we go? They have a podcast studio over there just for the nurses to do podcasts while they're on their break. Why don't we go in there and record the podcast?
Absolutely.
Mike, is your dick okay? No. Can you sit? Okay. Why don't you stand at that standing microphone with the treadmill under it? Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stand.
Ready?
Oh, God, it moves.
Yeah, no, you're going to have to keep up.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Barone Zone. We're here talking about Season 4, Episode 15 of Everybody Loves Raymond, Robert's Rodeo. Robert gets gored in the rear by a bull and has to stay with Marie and Frank for a while. A classic episode. A touch point in the Everybody Loves Raymond lore. Robert getting gored by the bull, I feel, is a turning point for his character. I mean, obviously, we'll see this play out, but we were already getting inklings of it, back with Marie and Frank. Amy's back in his life. What did we think of this episode?
This is like the Harambe shooting of Everybody Loves Raymond episodes, where like everything can be traced back to this point going forward. Like it's like
this is a thing? Is that a
Well, yeah, you don't know. Like
no.
the timeline got fucked up right after Harambe got shot.
Really?
It is an internet meme. It's an internet meme that was the watershed moment of the modern age.
Really? I'll have to look into that. You have like a cork board with red string on it that I can check out, or?
Well, okay, maybe I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But it was good, and when I knew it was this one, I was like, "Oh, hell yeah! I'm excited to watch this." And then I watched it, and I was like, "That was good." And then I came here.
Nice, Mike.
This is both a very strong episode from a comedy perspective, and also is great from the character work perspective. There were a few moments that I did not realize and did not think deeply about until this particular rewatch, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out that I enjoyed it even more than I typically remember myself enjoying.
Mm-hmm. It's a great episode, I feel like, from those perspectives that you just mentioned, from character development, sheer joke writing. It's really strong, and I think this is borne out in how popular this episode is with the Everybody Loves Raymond fans. We start with our cold open. Ray is going go-karting with Andy, and Robert comes over all excited to watch the big game. It doesn't seem to be the big game as in the Super Bowl, because he says we'll do it next week.
Yeah,
I think it's
so
just
it's
a
got to
game.
be just like just be like a football game or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
could be a playoff or something. You would know better than me.
No, if it was a playoff game, I'm dropping everything to watch that shit, because that could be the last. That could be the last game of the season. So no, I think this is just like, it's a Sunday. It's good. There's the Giants or Jets. I don't know who they root for, but the Giants or Jets are playing, and you watch that game because that's the thing. So that's the sense that I got.
I assumed. Well, I don't think I assumed it was the Super Bowl if it's just Robert. Anyway, Robert came in. He's all excited to watch the big game. He got the Meat Lovers special, which is you buy one Meat Lovers pizza and you get another Meat Lovers for free. But Ray, instead of just saying, I forgot I made other plans with Andy, lies, tells Robert that he has to work because some janitor spilled coffee on the motherboard and all the articles got deleted, which, that's right. And I know there's an episode coming up where Ray, talks shit about janitors, but this is an early inkling of Ray's, classism, where he sees himself as loves to blame the worker. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever been in this situation where you've had to cover for double booking yourself?
Oh, sure. I mean, I feel like I tell white lies occasionally on this circumstance. I think that, listen, if it was just a thing of oh no, Raymond told a white lie, that'd be one thing. I think that we've all done that. I think we can all understand that. But the thing is, Deborah brings up a really good point that I didn't consider in the next thing, which is just invite Robert go-karting. He's also friends with Andy. And
yeah.
I don't understand. He didn't get a good answer for why not. Besides, I don't want to, which, hey, fucking deal with it. You invited him out. So I don't know. That was my takeaway. It's there was an easy out to this situation, and I don't know why I didn't take it.
The fact that he then feels guilty about what happens to Robert is predictable. We've seen this pattern before. We knew, I think, from the moment that he learned that Robert had been gored by a bull, that we were going to get that same sort of beat of from the golf episode, from other times of Ray feels guilty and he's going to try ineptly to make up for it. So Robert, dejected, rejected, goes to use Ray's phone. We find out later he's calling Judy, I guess, or his sergeant or something to pick up an extra shift at work. So you see then Ray and Deborah in bed getting it on. Deborah is
for once
ready to go. She's that book was boring. And she's about to get to boning. And then Frank barges in to tell them that Robert's in the hospital. Mrs. Scarpula's coming over to watch the kids. The last time I think we heard about her was season 2, episode 23, the yard sale or the garage sale, whatever that's called.
I just want to throw out there, this is the first time in a while that we've seen the kids needing care acknowledged. So I kind of was oh, that's nice. They actually thought of somebody to watch the kids.
Kids weren't in the episode, but at least we know that they're not being, forced to fend for themselves.
Yeah, they threw in a line.
Yeah. Apparently, this is the only time I've seen this in the IMDb trivia, but obviously it was probably in the earlier ones. Apparently, Scarpula is Ray's real wife, Ray Romano's wife, her maiden name. So Mrs.
Nice.
Scarpula is probably a reference to his mother-in-law, I would imagine. Don't you think?
Probably. That's moderately interesting.
Thanks. It's I think it got 0 helpful, 0 not helpful on IMDb. A pure shrug. Queens Hospital Center is where Robert is. Queens Hospital Center is that hospital right down the street from St. John's University, Mike.
That's kind of cool.
I know it.
Yes. You've been there?
Once someone broke my dick, and so I'll probably have to. They have that on record. I'll have to go there again.
Ha 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 ha.
I don't know why you're laughing. I'm in agonizing pain.
It's funny. That's why.
Judy is there. That's our first inkling that Robert was on duty. Robert's in the hospital bed. They asked him, what happened? Were you shot? Did you get stabbed with a switchblade?
So now I feel like I remembered this episode being a bait and switch where it was like Robert playing it off like he was hurt in the line of duty in a more traditional way. And then the family finds out later what happened. I totally forgot that. No, they just played it straight right from the beginning.
Yeah.
He fesses up immediately, yeah.
Yeah.
They were shutting down an illegal rodeo in Queens, which
I'm sure actually does happen.
Fucking awesome concept. Oh my god, I love that idea.
Yeah, some of the animals were running down Queens Boulevard. Robert chased the horses. Marie's line I thought was really funny. You always wanted a pony. But then a big old bull broke loose, started heading for Judy. Robert saves her. And then the bull started coming for him. So Robert says it was like that Wall Street ad, and Frank says, or that malt liquor commercial. Those are two real commercials from the 70s, one of which is for Merrill Lynch. It's a bull running down an empty city street, kind of leisurely. And the other is a reference to Schlitz malt liquor, which had a series of commercials where a bull would run through the set, basically, to show how much better Schlitz malt liquor was than beer. Don't say beer, say bull was the tagline. So that's mildly interesting. But probably more so like the Schlitz scenario than the Merrill Lynch scenario. Robert got gored by the bull in the adductor magnus, which he refers to as the upper thigh. Ray calls it the ass. It actually is sort of the upper inside thigh. I looked it
Yeah,
up.
but you wouldn't be a brother if you didn't.
It's
got
to
to
be the ass.
It's basically
It's gotta
the
be the
ass.
ass.
Yeah.
When it's that close, it's the ass.
Ray starts to make fun of him. Deborah's understandably annoyed. Like, she says he's being more inconsiderate than Frank is, which is saying something.
And then I liked Ray's response where I was like, I guess he's having an off night or he's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny.
Good line. And
The
then
nurse who comes in to check his IV is Christy L. Medrano. She was a stand-up comedian and appeared on Friends and ER and a couple of other things. Unfortunately, she is no longer with us. But she did a great job in this episode, I thought.
Yeah, she did.
Yes. So Judy says goodbye and says this will teach you to pick up an extra shift, and then tells Ray, he said you had to work, so he came in. Ray realizes it's his fault.
I have a general thought of a trend, which is going to kind of spoil where the episode is going, but I think our listeners have listened to it at this point, so is that okay if I kind of jump ahead
Yes.
around a little bit?
Please do.
So my thought is, yes, Ray's a bit of an asshole for, making fun of his brother so quick after the accident. Comedy is tragedy plus time / with approval. But I also think that, day one, yeah, you don't make any jokes. Day two, day three, all right, maybe if I'm Robert, maybe you start to tell Robert to, you got to lighten up a little bit. You got to laugh a little bit. Especially because let's be real. Sometimes laughing at tragedy is a way to make sense of it, right? I know a guy that unfortunately had colon cancer, and all his friends throughout the entire time made fun of his killer ass, which I think is just like what the bros are supposed to be. And he's better now, so thank God. But that makes sense of it a little bit. And so I was thinking, well, maybe Robert's gotta lighten up. And then when we found out that the reason why Robert was not okay with it was because he wasn't sure if Ray was coming from a place of caring. And it wasn't until after, at the end of the episode, when Ray changes the bandages, that Robert realizes that he cares about him. And then immediately he starts laughing at his predicament. He immediately is like,
yeah,
oh yeah, you left your keys in there, ha ha ha. And I don't know, I thought that was a really nice touch that, like, yeah, he's able to, process this in a mature way after he has his first thing of his brother caring and loving about him. And I thought, I missed that the first few times I watched this episode. I thought that was a really, really well done little tidbit.
Yeah, and we'll get to that scene at the end because that I feel is the point where it switches from just Ray's being a dick to kind of not a very special episode. It's not about like the dangers of spending time at illegal rodeos, but like one of those beats which we've seen in like Frank the Writer and The Ball and stuff where there's like and Mozart, like these emotional beats between the
play
characters.
It super seriously.
Yeah. Silence from the
joke
audience.
Around a little bit in it, but like, as a tension breaker, which I didn't think that was horribly inappropriate. It was, just Ray being Ray.
Ray being Ray.
But I like that scene a lot.
The next scene with the nurse helping Robert get back to bed, and Robert is sort of bent over the bed as Ray shows up with balloons and a bear. So Ray has a surprise beyond just the balloons and the bear. He brought Amy, and I thought it was very funny that was the moment where the nurse gets the line, "You know what? I'm going to get you a bigger seepage pad." I thought that was funny.
Mm-hmm. It is. Mm-hmm. It was a good writing choice. Also, Ray's such an ass for bringing Amy around. I think generally, don't bring your ex-girlfriend, the boy's ex-girlfriend around, your brother's ex-girlfriend around. But yeah,
the boys.
Like, that was a bad choice all around. Like, Robert obviously caught Ray for exactly what he was doing. Like, just trying to make himself feel better because he feels guilty about, messing up with Robert or just, turning away Robert. And then Robert subsequently got hurt. And again, I don't think it's particularly Ray's fault per se, because, shit happens, and like you can't control or predict that stuff, but I think it just like it gives to a deeper meaning of just Ray feeling shitty about himself and going about making himself feel better in the wrong ways.
Yeah, a bad move to bring Amy. I did like the line, and him being in this vulnerable position obviously is ripe for comedy. The nurse tells him that he's on a soft diet, so he should choose his meals with that in mind. I liked Ray's little riff about, sounds to me like someone can have all the soup he wants. Just funny. I like that.
Trying to find the bright side.
Yeah. There's nothing like soup. Well, stew. But other than that, Robert makes Amy leave, tells Ray he has to move back in with Marie and Frank. That's when Ray admits that he lied about having to work. Robert calls him out for only making himself feel better. And then we get that bit of Robert making Ray leave by putting the sheet over his head. And then we get the line, "You can't do that here," from Ray. "You'll end up in the basement with a tag on your toe." Also another good... I feel like the hospital setting is giving them a lot to work with. I appreciate that.
And then, you got the big status quo change from moving forward, where Robert's moving back in with Mom and Pop.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
The scene with Ray and Deborah in the bed where Ray is venting about Robert not seeming to appreciate him, coming and telling him the truth, Deborah telling him to tell Robert that he actually cares about him, that it's not, he doesn't only feel bad about Robert's predicament because it was his fault, but because he cares about Robert. Quick little scene. No sex in this one. No good old sex.
Big sad.
Unless off screen, but we'll see. Robert is in Ray's old bedroom, and there's an IMDb trivia item. The remote boat is on the nightstand.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that. That's cute.
But apparently it's a goof because Frank buried the fish in the remote boat in season 2, episode 9, The Gift.
Shit, that's right. Never mind.
The only explanation is Robert was so hurt by that, he went out into the yard and dug up the remote boat and dropped the fish corpse back in the hole, I guess. So Ray comes in, then Frank comes in with all the papers that Robert's been in. Runaway bull, cop gets horny. Can you put horny in the newspaper?
No, well, maybe. I feel like the Post
when it's a play on words, absolutely.
When it's a play on words, absolutely.
Well, yeah, because any kid who reads it, it's like, oh, because it's a horn.
So there was never a headline like, JFK horny? Question mark.
I doubt that. I don't think they could get away with doing that to a president.
What about Adlai Stevenson, horny vice president?
Okay, I feel like you're not even going for a pun here. You're not even going for funny. You're just listing various people and saying horny, question mark?
It's not a pun. It's not a joke. I'm asking, do you think they would ever print that?
Bill Clinton, horny?
Probably that. I bet that's somewhere.
That would be an exclamation point, not a question mark.
That was his 92 campaign slogan.
Horny.
Horny. Not the full thumb, just the tip.
Just the tip of the thumb.
Nah,
Just the tip.
that was his 96 campaign slogan.
Just the tip.
That guy's... Marie is going to the store. So we have this walkie-talkie bit where Ray just talks into the walkie-talkie, not expecting anyone to be on the other end asking for apple juice. Marie is on the other end of the walkie-talkie, ready to receive orders from Robert, which I thought was a funny little touch. That, she is clearly thrilled to have Robert back and wants to take care of him and be in that maternal role again.
I thought that Marie in this episode was very funny. I liked the drop of yodels in a little bit in the next scene where she comes in and is like, I'm gonna go to the store to get some yodels. Such a specific 90s to 2000s reference for me.
It really brought me back.
Yeah.
I haven't had a yodel probably since I was 10.
Yeah,
I didn't know what it was, but apparently it's similar to ho-hos, which I do know what.
It's kind of like they roll up a
cake roll,
like chocolate dough with like a fluff, and apparently you're supposed to break off little pieces. I just
eat it like
the whole
candy
thing.
bar.
Yeah, I was assuming
exactly.
you just eat it straight.
Most people did, I think.
But these two have an art to it.
Now I want to find one, buy one, and try eating it like that.
I bet you could find one.
Different.
Yeah. No, they're around. Marie comes in, drops the line about the yodels. She goes to the store to get yodels immediately before Robert needs it. At first, I was like, "Oh, is this like a she didn't know thing?" But no, 3:00 was her time. Do we think that Marie was just like, "I don't want to change the bandage again"?
Yeah. It seems like an odd time for Marie to be in the room. And did we see Robert look at a watch? Either, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, he did not tell Marie at what we have to assume is 2:59 that he's going to need his bandage changed at 3, which apparently is a strict schedule provided to him by the medical professionals who helped him. Yeah, maybe. But it seems like it's something that Marie would enjoy doing.
Yeah,
at least
true.
From a caregiving perspective.
True.
And definitely not something that he wants Ray's help with. And something that it seems like he can't do himself, especially once we see the actual mechanics of it. So it is an interesting thing that he didn't tell her that. Maybe that's just a little goof, a little logical hole there.
Because it forces the very touching moment that we're about to find.
Yeah. So Robert has to change his bandage, and Ray, of course, doesn't want to help him. He says he's not comfortable with the body, just in general. But he's about to leave, actually, as Robert is struggling with this bandage, and then he finally does something unselfish, which is big for Ray, and helps him. He takes off Robert's old bandage. He has to lift open like a plastic flap. And he says, this is kind of like Christmas morning if I was really bad. So still making jokes and still kind of trying to lighten it, but he doesn't have the sort of, like Mike was saying, good intention of busting balls kind of about this to sort of help Robert cope. He's just making fun of it because he's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
but then,
I liked when Ray saw Robert's injury, kind of he kind of realized how seriously injured Robert was.
Yeah,
it was like that I thought was a cool little moment where I was like, oh wow, you really got hurt.
Yeah, that moment of shock when he actually sees the goring. And yeah, that's where it becomes the moment where the audience is silent and we're going to learn something about brotherhood. And it's a nice moment where they, Ray steps up and shows that he cares about Robert, and that kind of breaks the ice between them. And then they can joke Like we mentioned, Ray's line of, oh, but left my keys in there. And then Robert really finding that very funny. So then, yeah, yodels in the hot clothes. They're watching TV together in what was Ray's old bedroom. And turns out the news has gotten a hold of the video of Robert being chased by a bull. Probably the most expensive shot of the episode, for sure. Maybe of the better part of the season, but Robert on a city street being chased by an actual bull. Yeah.
It was really cool.
I was impressed by the production value on that. That looked like an actual.
That's the one thing I remembered from the episode was Robert getting chased by the bull. I wasn't sure if it was in this episode or like if they brought it back in a future episode.
Yeah, no, definitely. For a 2-second shot, really great. Like, I appreciate that they did that. It obviously heightens like the episode, and just a great. It brings me back to the bully on the bus where we got an on-location shot on the bus.
Yeah,
how thrilling that was. And now here we are seeing they're really spreading their wings in season 4. The newscaster is Dana Tyler, and she actually was the news anchor for CBS 2 in New York from 1990 to March 27th of 2024.
That's cool.
So it probably felt very real when you watched it at that time.
You know what's fucking cool?
What's fucking cool?
She was in a relationship with Phil Collins from 2006 to 2015. They met when he was doing press for Tarzan on Broadway.
Hell yeah.
Good for Phil. Good for her.
Good for Phil, yeah. Marrying up.
Yeah, you know.
Didn't say what the nature of their relationship was.
Probably romantic.
I would imagine.
No, yeah, for sure. But
otherwise, she has to be like, she was friends with Phil Collins. That would be a little, yeah.
She was platonic life partners with Phil Collins. She helped him load and unload his drums. But I found that very fascinating. She was a very successful, beloved news anchor. CBS 2 is the CBS affiliate for New York.
Yes,
too,
it is.
Which you hope that a show that films in L.A. would get that right. And they did.
And they did.
And we're proud of them.
I am.
CBS 2 might have been where I saw The Miracle on the Hudson, or it might have been Pix 11.
For me, it was ABC.
ABC 7?
Yep.
Fox 5. NBC 4. Big yawn right at me as I'm speaking to you.
I was trying to force it, but I missed it that time.
So let's turn on. Anything else you want to say about this episode?
It was good.
Very funny.
Great. Then let's go ahead and turn our attention to our classic barometer. It's our scale from 1 to 10 on which we rate Ray's performance as a husband, son, father, brother, principally in this episode. Patch Adams type hospital jokester. With 10 being the great dads of sitcom history, Danny Tanner, Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow. 1 being the bad men who actively harm their families, Don Draper, Walter White. Alex, where's Ray coming in for you on this episode?
Well, he started out, lying to get out of an obligation that you forgot about is something I can't get particularly mad at Ray about because I do that all the time. Like, I get why he felt guilty, but going about, like Ray's more dangerous when he's trying to make amends than when he's just trying to bullshit. Because, I think he just, he made 2 big misses at the hospital and then a big miss when he talked to Robert in the bedroom when it was clear that Deborah just told him to say that. He wrapped it out while being very sincere right at the end, which I appreciated. It was a pretty non-impactful, Ray being, stupid. I'm not, blaming him for Robert getting gored. Obviously Ray feels bad about it, but it wasn't his fault. He didn't, give the bull $20. I'd give him a 5.5 probably. Cause again, he didn't do anything remotely damaging. He was just kind of a shitty brother and just failed to make amends and then made up for it in the end. Pretty typical Ray.
Mm-hmm. Mike.
I'm going to be lower than Alex, but I do agree with his general assessment. He was just kind of a shitty brother. I really don't think the first sin of not inviting Robert places, it was a bit of a dick move, but it wasn't that big a deal. It's more that, like, he didn't read the room in the hospital scene. Funny. I'm glad as a viewer that he was a dick, but he was a dick. So I got to knock him a few points for that. That last scene was genuinely heartfelt and touching, saving him from having an egregiously bad thing. But I think that he brought his ex-girlfriend to witness his exposed new asshole. It was a whole big
upper thigh.
His new exposed upper thigh. And I don't know. There's very little up until the last scene that Ray did that was good, and I can't give him a positive score for a 23-minute asshole session. So I'm going to give him a very...
Which you auditioned for that, right? The 23-minute asshole session?
Yeah, I did. They didn't think that mine was perky enough. Thank you for bringing that up.
Mike, they don't do that at this
Your
salon.
asshole wasn't perky enough?
Yeah, that's what they said. Okay? Do you want more notes? Because I have them scarred into my body.
They sent you the notes?
They sent me the notes. They were like, we don't typically do this, but you look like you need some help. So they sent me
porn casting is brutal.
It really is. It's really bad. Really mean.
And what studio was this at?
It was 20th Century Fox. Okay.
Oh, not Columbia Pictures.
No, it was not Columbia Pictures. They have a terrible reputation, so I didn't accept anything with them.
They do.
Yeah. 4. Giving Ray a 4 for this episode.
I think I do. Thank you for reminding me about Amy, because at first I was like, it wasn't that bad. He kind of made it up at the end, but no. He didn't read the room, you're right. Made Robert, I'm sure, feel self-conscious in his vulnerable moment. And then bringing Amy to see him in this vulnerable state is not cool. Credit to Robert for calling him out at the times where he is clearly just saying it because he thinks that's the right thing to do, not because he's actually showing any concern for Robert. The fact that he actually does help him does save him a little bit. You're right, Mike. But the Amy thing is really starting to bother me. So I'm gonna go down to 3.
Totally
I think.
fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3. So we got 3, 5.5, and 4.
That puts us at a 4.2 for this episode.
All right, that I like.
I think that's generous. I think that just speaks to how much the last scene touched us.
Yeah, I think that helped him out a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I agree with that. So, anything else you want to say on this episode, or should we move on to our closing thoughts,
let's do our closing sentiments? Let's do our closing sentiments. I gotta go.
All right. Alex, why don't you go first this time? And here's what I want you to say. I'm going to tell you, this is what's tested really well, is sincerity, letting the listener know that you care about them and how concerned you are for their well-being. So just say something like that. Just say, I care about you. I'm concerned for your well-being. I want you to get better. Because a lot of our listeners, most of our listeners are sick. They're ill. In a bad way.
I will say, we did get a new thing. We do crush in the demographic of died while listening. I just absolutely demolished
because
that.
They die and they can't hit pause.
That's right.
All right. Well,
so something like that.
Message received.
We're gonna
Got
close
it.
out like
Here we
we
go.
always do with our closing sentiment, just something to take into your week. And Alex, is there anything you want to leave the listener with?
Well, I'm going to go right off what you said. Listen, you sick fucks. I'm thinking about you. I'm watching you. I am looking over your shoulder. I will be in your thoughts and you will be in mine. I am going to be absorbing your very being and becoming larger into the world. And you should feel better because I'm great.
Wow, that was really nice, actually. It kind of had like a religious kind of overtone to it.
Thanks,
like,
Adam.
The Holy Spirit almost. That was really nice. But I think just to be fair, we like to A/B these. I think let's just let Mike do one, and I think we're probably going to go with yours, but let's just see. Mike, is there anything that you want to leave the listener with this week?
Yeah, actually, I experienced something that really changed my life. I was listening and I was reading, and I came across this product that was specifically geared towards the absolute stupidest members of our society, the utter idiots that don't propose anything useful to the world around us. It's called the Baronus Zonus. It's a one-time fee that you pay to get extra content from the Barone Boys, an extra episode a month. You pay it once, pay what you want, and it's not even a specific price. It's pay what you want, and you get lifetime access. So it's not even a subscription. But yeah, this was recommended to the bottom feeder, useless, pointless human beings, and I know that that's primarily our listeners. So I wanted to throw that out there.
Both good.
Alex, I know what I said earlier.
I think we got to go with Mike's.
I think we've got to go with Mike's just because I think it's that honesty that people really need to hear when they're down. You can't sugarcoat things for them. You got to let them know.
Can't even blame them. I
that
get it.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel, but they are well into the tunnel. It's going to take a while to get out of that tunnel.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah. I'm glad that because a lot of times you seem hurt when we go with Mike's, but I think in this instance, I mean, you admit it's better.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay, so we'll cut yours out, Alex, and delete it so no one will ever hear it. Burn it from the earth. And
I got it.
Mike will put yours in the show.
Hey.
Okay, well, that's so great, Mike. Thanks for sharing that. Then I guess there's only one last thing for us to say. It's our classic sign-off, of course. Everybody
loves
Raymond.
And we love